Start inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala azwajihi wa dhurriyyatihi kama sallaita ala ali Ibrahim wa barik ala Muhammadin wa ala azwajihi wa dhurriyyatihi kama barakta ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidun Majid. We are still doing the surah Abasa wa Tawalla, surah number 80, inshallah. The verses that we are going to go through this time, they are from the verse number 24 up until the verse number 32. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَلْيَنْظُرِ الْإِنسَانُ إِلَىٰ طَعَامِهِ. Let then man look at his food. Let the human being look at, consider his food. أَنَّا صَبَبْنَا الْمَاءَ صَبًّا. We indeed do pour water in a downpour. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes the rain come down and it is gushing. Pours all the pouring, right? ثم شققنا الأرض شقا. Then we crack the earth in cracks. فأنبتنا فيها حبا. Then we grow therein corn. وعنبا وقضبا. And grapes and edible herbs. وزيتونا ونخلا. And olives and date palms. وحدائق غلبا. And orchards of luxuriant growth. وفاكهة وأبا. And fruits and pasture. متاعا لكم ولأنعامكم. As provision for you and your grazing livestock. These are the verses from the surah Abasa wa Tawalla, and here he starts by going through the words. صَبَبْنَا الْمَاء. Sabba is when you take the water or tea or whatever. Sabba, the verb, pour, right? صَبَبْنَا الْمَاء. Sabba is the masdar, يعني the pouring, the act of pouring itself. Right? So أنزلنا الماء بقوة. We sent down the water strongly, in a strong way, powerfully. So the water, when it comes down strong. طيب. شققنا الأرض. He says جعلنا النبات يفتح الأرض ليخرج منها. شققنا الأرض. شقة is to split, to open up, to make a crack, right? So here he's talking, he said here جعلنا النبات. We made the plants, or we made the seeds grow, right? Opening up the earth. So after you put the seed and it comes out, it will crack up the earth and it will come out. Right? ليخرج منها, so that it will come out of it. فأنبتنا فيها حبة. So the earth got cracked, and it says here that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of that, He made the grains, the corns, He made them grow. حبة. Here He says قمحا. قمحا is the wheat, right? قمحا وما يشبهه مثل الأرز. What is similar to the wheat, and that is the rice, like the rice. Like the rice. قضبا يعني فأنبتنا فيها حبة وعنبا وقضبا. We caused to grow therein in the earth the grains or the corn or the wheat, and grapes, عنبا, and قضبا. قضبا also is made to grow. What is قضبا? He says نباتا, this is plants or grass. طريا, رطبا, that is fresh and moist, right? Soft, right? So he said مثل الفواكه, like the fruits, right? قضب, these are the plants that bring fruits that are soft and ripe, moist, right? So these are the fruits here. عنبا وقضبا وعنبا وقضبا وفاكهة وأبا. Yes, زيتونا ونخلة. يعني there he doesn't mention it because it's olives and palm trees, so he doesn't explain that. He put أبا and حدائق غلبة, but what he did is he put أبا next. يعني you are looking at the book Badruddin, you have حدائق غلبة.
So internet is not connected.
Oh, all right, لا بأس إن شاء الله. So they're supposed to mention أبا first, but then they mention it last. Anyways, أبا is the أعشاب, the grass التي ترعاها الحيوانات في الغالب, that the animals roam usually, most of the time. They will roam, they will eat from these, from the grass. This is the أب. This is what is called أب, right? حدائق غلبة, he says حدائق أشجارها كثيرة. These are trees, these are gardens whose trees are many. طيب. So now we go back to the general meaning of the verses, التفسير الإجمالي للآيات. He says بعد أن ذكرت الآيات السابقة بعض النعم, after the previous verses mentioned some favors التي أنعم الله تعالى بها على نفس الإنسان, which Allah favored and bestowed upon the human himself, right? The human himself. حين خلقه من شيء يسير, when he created him from something that is very small and little. ورعاه حتى صار كبيرا, and Allah took care of him until he became large and grand. The human, he was small, right? And then he became big. وجعل له الحواس الكثيرة, and he made for him the senses, يعني senses that are many senses. So after this, he's reviewing with us from last week, right? يعني he talked about the creation of the human. من أي شيء خلق, from what did he create him? من نطفة خلقه فقدره. يعني he made him from the sperm, right? Then he made him grow, then he made him out of the womb of the mother, and so on and so forth. So those last verses, they were talking about the favors that Allah bestowed on the human himself. After that, he says, تبين هذه الآيات. Now these verses clarify النعم التي خلقها الله للإنسان. These verses, they clarify the favors that Allah created for the human. Previously, it was favors and bounties within the human himself. Now, bounties and favors created for him to use for his service. That is, في هذه الدنيا, in this worldly life, he made those favors for him حتى يستمتع بها في حياته, so that he will enjoy them in his life, in his worldly life. الله تعالى يطلب من الإنسان أن ينظر حوله. Allah, the Most High, He requests from the human to look around him. ينظر حوله, to look around him. ليرى هذه النعم الكثيرة, so that he will see those many bounties. التي تدل على عظمة الله وقدرته, which indicate, which prove the greatness of Allah and His ability. وتدل كذلك على رعاية الله لخلقه. Also these verses and this looking around to those signs, those favors of Allah, they also indicate, they also prove that Allah is taking good care of His creation. وعنايته وعلى عنايته بهم, that He subhanahu wa ta'ala is taking good care of them. Right? إن الأرض كانت جرداء ليس فيها نبات ولا أشجار. Surely the earth was having no plants and no vegetation, no trees, no plants. Right? Jarda. Jarda meaning having nothing of this. It's just open fields. Right? Naked, basically. Right? Having nothing on it. Right? فأنزل الله تعالى على الأرض ماء غزيرا. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He sent down on the earth abundant water. فكان هذا الماء سببا في تفتح الأرض. So this water was a cause leading to the earth opening up, the ground opening up. وإنبات الحبوب والخضروات, and causing the grains and the vegetables to grow. والأشجار والأعشاب, and the trees and the grass. Right? So you have حبوب, grains, corn. You have خضروات or والخضروات. الخضروات is the vegetables. Right? أشجار and أعشاب. أشجار is trees and أعشاب grass. فاستمتع بها الإنسان, the human enjoyed that, وتلذذ في أكلها, and he is finding, and he is tasting and enjoying the taste, right? Eating those. وأطعم حيواناته من هذه الحبوب والأعشاب, and the human, he was feeding also, he fed his animals from these grains and grass. وهذا فضل كبير من الله تعالى, and this is a great excellence from Allah تعالى. Now, فوائد وإرشادات من الآيات, benefits and guidelines from these verses. Number one, Allah requests from the human to look at the creations of Allah and يتأمل فيها, to look and examine into them, look deeply into them. يطلب الله من الإنسان أن ينظر إلى مخلوقات الله ويتأمل فيها. Number two, الماء نعمة عظيمة من الله. Water is a great favor from Allah. فيجب على الإنسان المحافظة عليه. So the human must preserve it, preserve the water. وعدم الإسراف فيه. It is a must also not to be excessive, not to waste it, right? To waste the water, that is. Number three, الله رحيم بكل المخلوقات. Allah is merciful towards all the creation. فقد أنبت لها في الأرض أشياء كثيرة لتأكل منها. He, subhanahu wa ta'ala, surely caused to grow from the earth many things so that the creation may eat from those things that come out from the earth. تدريبات ومناقشات, exercises and discussions. The first one is dictation. The second one is عدد, list, enumerate. أنواع الشجر, the different types of trees التي ذكرتها الآيات, which the verses mentioned, right? فأنبتنا فيها حبة وعنبا وقضبا زيتونا ونخلا, حدائق غلبة فاكهة وأبا. Right? طيب. So he just wants you to go through the trees that are mentioned in the verses in Surah Abasa. Assalamu alaikum.
Fig is a fruit, but it's also a tree or a shrub? Fig.
The fig,
Is a tree or is a shrub, like a small bush type?
is a tree. Is also is a tree, yeah. شجرة التين والتين والزيتون. Right? شجرة التين. Yes, you wanted to say something?
My cousin have it. Yeah, here in Canada.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, it's يعني is a tree. طيب. Number 3 he says اجعل الجمل التالية مؤكدة كما في المثال التالي. Make the following sentences emphasized like the following example. صببنا الماء صبا. We poured the water. Pouring. Pouring. This is not used in English, but in Arabic is a lot, and it's mentioned to emphasize. Like we say in English, pour all the pouring. Studied all the studying. Like to make it more emphasized. So here he says, صببنا الماء صبا. That's what's in the ayah. He wants you to do the same. حفظنا القرآن. We memorized the Quran. حفظا جيدا. Good memorization. Right? B. ضربنا السارق. We hit the thief. ضربا شديدا. We beat the thief a beating that is severe. Right? Beat a beating. Right? شكرنا الله. We thanked Allah. شكرا. Right? شكرا كثيرا. Right? Thanking, that is a lot. Right? So you have ضرب ضربا. Beating. حفظ حفظا. Right? Memorize, memorizing. Right? And شكر شكرا. Right? He thanked, thanking. Right? طيب. Number 4, this is for you maybe to do at home. He says خذ حبة تفاح بيدك. Take one apple, right, in your hand. وانظر إليها, and look at it. ثم تأمل فيها جيدا. Then examine it very carefully, very closely. Right? Very well. Examine it very well. ثم تحدث عن الرحلة. Then speak about the journey. التي قطعتها. The journey that this apple crossed. The journey that this apple made. Right? بداية من الأرض. Starting from the earth, the ground. وهي جرداء. While the earth was having nothing on it. Right? إلى أن صارت في يدك. Up until it became in your hand. Right? So you're going to take an apple, and then now you're going to start talking about it. Right? How it was planted, then the rain came, then it came out, it cracked the earth, and then grew up and became, a big tree, and then it produced those apples. Right? That's what he wants you to do. The book is geared towards teaching the Arabic. That's why he's asking those questions and, putting those.
You said shukran kathiran.
Kathiran, yes.
It means thanking now and thanking continuously. Is that correct?
Kathiran means a lot.
Allah. Okay.
So it's a description for the thanking. So thank Allah, a thanking that is a lot.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
Thank Allah, a lot of thanking. So thank is a verb here. Thank. You thank. It's an order, imperative, right? Thanking is the noun. Thank him, thanking, that is a lot. Thank him, abundant thanking. Like, اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا. The same, right? اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا. اشكروا الله شكرا كثيرا. Right? So on and so forth. Right? طيب. خير. So this is where we reach today, and next time he will go through the verses 33 to 42, and that's the end of Surah Abasa, inshallah ta'ala. So
The internet coming and going, I think, is some connection.
that's okay, inshallah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك.